Greetings and welcome to the Astronomy Picture of the Day podcast. Today's picture for September 28th of 2025 is titled Leopard Spots on Martian Rocks. So what do we see here? Well, here we see a close-up image of one of the rocks on Mars, and these were discovered by the Perseverance Rover, which is currently exploring the surface of Mars and imaging and studying various samples of rocks. Now, they look like leopard spots, but they're very tiny. These things are only a couple of millimeters in size. And the structure is that lighter color around the center, and then a dark part, a dark ring around it, and then the ordinary Martian red rock that we see further away. And we get the unusual pattern, which could be for a variety of reasons. Some of these reasons relate to biological effects, and we'll come back to those in a minute. But there are also other non-biological reasons that may explain the appearance of these on the rocks. So it is a great speculation, and if they could be biological, that could be some kind of microbe that would have been producing energy, and that energy could have turned the rock color from the reddish color that it looks like most of the places to the whiter color toward the centers of these spots. And that could then leave the ring around could be the biosignature. That would be what we would be seeing that would convince us that it is biological in origin. However, because we cannot rule it out and we can only do limited testing on them on Mars, since there are limits to the testing capabilities of the rovers that are present there, it is not something that we can say right now that yes, this is some kind of biological origin, that some kind of microbe on Mars is causing this pattern. But it is interesting to speculate, as it would be if we could confirm this eventually. It would be the first confirmation of life somewhere other than Earth. Now, we know that the building blocks of life, the basic organic molecules, form relatively easily, and we find those all over the universe, whether it be on other planets, or in comets, or even in dense molecular clouds deep in space. Those basic building blocks of life seem to be relatively common. However, jumping from those building blocks to actual living organisms is a large jump, and it is very difficult in many cases to tell the difference between very complex chemical reactions and very basic biological effects. So trying to be able to distinguish those can be very difficult, and it would require much more up-close study and actually bringing samples back to Earth, and that may even still not be enough to confirm whether this is actually a sign of biological life or just a chemical reaction. So that was our picture of the day for September 28th of 2025. It was titled Leopard Spots on Martian Rocks. We'll be back again tomorrow for the next picture, previewed to be Comet. So we'll see what that is about tomorrow. And until then, have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in class.